the first time I went to Peru, I was 28 years old, and going back again and again, I am impressed by how much they've cleaned up the country and how
Mm.
much they've improved the tourism infrastructure over there. I mean, back in the day, it was really just like, it was like, man, they cut up quickly. They really did. And the restaurants
Oh,
over
so
there,
good.
I mean, they're first class, nice
Mm.
restaurants. I mean, from the
Hmm.
food itself to the decorations to the customer service, and like going there years ago and comparing it to what it's like now, you're like, am I even in the same country? Like, it's just like, you know, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but it is high in altitude, and I have oxygen problems. I'm in respiratory failure, so my pulmonologist was very concerned about my going. He made me bring a wheelchair and an oxygen concentrator just in case I needed it, which I did end up needing it when I was at the lodge. But it is something that you need to plan for if you have breathing issues. So if I could go though in respiratory failure, pretty much anybody can go. You just have to prepare for it.
When you first when you first arrive in Peru, it's going to be through Lima, and
Hmm.
that altitude issue is obviously not going to be there because it's sea level. It's not until you start getting into like either Arequipa or Cusco
Yes,
when you start.
Cusco's the worst.
Mhm. Um, and that's why when you do the itinerary, you got to be very careful and do it in the right order.
Hmm.
Because if you go, from example, if you just arrive in a place like Cusco or Arequipa and you just go straight to a major attraction that's up in the high up
Yeah.
in the then you're going to feel it. The one that I felt it most is in this place called the Rainbow Valley.
Hmm.
That one, like, I really felt it, and there were people who had that. It was that portable oxygen thing, and
Hmm.
they just would take some puffs of it and stuff like that. But yeah, just make sure you don't go there straight, just little by little.
Yeah. They do have these little oxygen cans you can bring now that you just puff into. I'm not allowed to do it that way because of what my problems are. I need an actual oxygen thing. But those are amazing. You can buy them in any like sports store. I don't know. Can you fly with those? Or is that not allowed because of the aerosol
Usually, our customers purchase them upon arrival.
when they
So
get there?
yeah, when we get there, we kind of take them to a place. They buy it for that. I mean, a lot of them don't even want it, but the ones who do want it, um, they just buy it the day before and then they bring it with them.
And the other remedy that's natural is a coca leaf. So there are lots of coca leaves there that they sell. You just suck on the leaf, and hi, Charlie would like you to scan the QR code and enter to win the $10,000.
Who wrote that one?
That was your mom. You
Oh
didn't see
gosh.
that? Oh, so anyway, the coca leaves, that is the leaf that is. Am I right to say that's the leaf that you make cocaine from? Is that
Yeah,
correct? Yeah.
it is, but it's just one ingredient of many, and I mean, you could suck on that stuff all day long, and you're not going to get high off it. Um, I mean, if you really went excessive with it, you'll feel a little bit of numbing around your
Yeah.
lips and tongue. But I mean, that's if you're just going at it all day long.
Mm.
It's not gonna you're not gonna look like Tony Montana or something from Scarface if you take this thing. So
Yeah, just don't snort it, don't crush it up.
I'm strong.
Yeah, but if you are feeling it, there's lots of people out there selling coca leaves around the high altitude areas so that you can suck on that and try to feel a little relief. But give yourself some acclimation time. Really important to do, not to just, as Charlie said, don't just go straight to the altitude. But so, do you want to start us at Lima?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
So when people purchase the trip to Peru, like a package, um, they're going to be flying into and out of Lima, the capital.
Mhm.
And then from there, we're going to need domestic flights to get them to one point and to the next one. Um, so just round trip, Lima and their country or city and back. That's all. Lima itself, it's got a cute colonial center, um, with some nice buildings and stuff. We don't really know what time people arrive, we try to encourage them to get in before 4 p.m. so we can show them as much as possible on the day of arrival. And that's what we take them. We take them straight to the like the Plaza Mayor, the main square, and there's like this cathedral over there. And what's interesting is right next to the main square, they have another square. I thought this was like a Spanish era square as well, and my tour guide said no, they had built those buildings in the early 1900s, but they had done it in such a good way that you couldn't really tell these were newer structures. They really made them look authentic. So it's a cool place. And you're going to see these carriages over there. And you're going to hear people everywhere you go. You're going to hear music over there. Everybody's cousin's a musician in Peru. So just get used to that one.
And we went to such a great restaurant. I wish I could remember the name. But oh my God, the food. We had this like coconut milk with fish. Oh, so amazingly good. Sorry, I got sidetracked. And also, the other thing that I wanted to do in Lima, which I couldn't do because of weather, but there's swimming with seals there, sea lions. Do you do that in your tour?
Not every time, but we do it upon request.
I was so excited. That was the only reason I wanted to go into Lima, because you go out to this little island and there's just sea lions everywhere. It's amazing. And you can snorkel with them. And then I stayed, I think it was a Holiday Inn at the airport, if I remember correctly, because we wanted to be able to leave our luggage and then get back to the domestic flight. And it was the best service. I could not believe how great the service was there. They just went out of their way. They called like limos for me, got me set up to go back and forth to this restaurant to eat. I mean, they were amazing.
So, sorry, let me make sure I understood.
Okay.
Are you referring to the Ballestas Islands?
Yes, that was it.
No, that's outside Lima. No, that one we include for sure. I thought.
Oh, wait, isn't that okay? It was in Lima, so I'm gonna need to look it up while you're talking.
No, the famous one where they have all those beautiful sea lions and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's basically. I'll explain it right now. But
okay, go ahead.
I thought you were referring to a zoo inside Lima.
No, it's out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Ballestas Island. Okay, yeah. So basically, day one, you arrive in Lima. You stay in Lima. We'll show you like the colonial era architecture, main square, all this kind of stuff. Typically, we don't have our customers staying in the old town at nighttime. It's really pretty during the daytime. In the nighttime, there's a newer district. It's kind of like their version of Beverly Hills. And that's where we have our customers staying. And it's vibrant over there. You see a lot of people and music and food and just the whole 9 yards. So it's a good balance between like feeling like you're in history, and then at the end of the night, you're in like a modern area with just everything you would imagine from a Beverly Hills looking area in Latin America. So that's what that whole thing is. So on that second day now, you leave Lima right away, and we go to the city of Ica. So the first thing we do there are the wineries. People don't talk that much about wineries. You had mentioned the food. The wineries in Peru are also really good. Why they're not better known on the international stage, I'm not sure, but they've definitely got good stuff over there.
Yeah, it was so good. I'm sorry, go ahead. Isn't there's another alcohol Peru is known for?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't there? What is it? I can't think of it.
Pisco.
Of course, yes. Oh, and pisco sours. So good. My favorite drink. Okay.
So after you've had the wine, you're taken to Huacachina. So it's basically a village that's surrounding an oasis, water. And the water is inside this desert, these sand dunes, essentially. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It really is. And you're basically going dune bashing. It's a 2-hour dune bashing tour that we do. And stops are made so you can go sandboarding as well.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty much it's like you got the winery and then you got the Huacachina, you got this beautiful nature and the oasis. and then you
Mm.
got the dune bashing, and then you got the sandboarding. So you're not going to get bored on day two.
So you're just driving still at this point. You didn't take a domestic flight to Ica.
Not yet. This is a land transfer, basically.
Okay.
Lima to Ica. You sleep in Ica. It's a cute hotel that we use over there. You do those things that I was just mentioning. You call it a day. You stay in Ica, and that's it. It's on the third day. You leave Ica now to head back to Lima,
Ah.
but there's two stops that are made en route. The first one is to the Nazca lines.
Mm.
That is, honest to God, one of the coolest things you can see.
Hmm.
I don't know how much you know about it, but for the viewers who don't know anything about it, you want to explain this one? Go for it.
It's I don't even think I can explain it. It's something that is unexplainable, isn't it? We don't know how
Well,
they happened.
well,
I'll
they do their
send
best.
you.
Historians tried their best to explain what happened, but we have only theories. So what they did was they designed this artwork. The natives,
In the ground, like in the
yeah,
earth. So
yeah,
you can see it from like an airplane.
exactly. So when you're down there,
Hmm.
you don't. I mean, it just looks like a garden or something. Just, yeah, I mean, you don't see nothing.
Hmm.
But I mean, you really have to be all the way high up to see what this stuff look. In some of it, it looks like monkeys. Other stuff, it's like, man, what the heck am I looking at? Like, it is
Yeah.
insane,
So,
insane artwork, and
yeah.
how they could do that with such precision. We're talking
Right.
thousands of years ago, and without even being able to look from above what
Well,
the
we
thing.
don't know. We have no idea. They might have had spacecraft. It might have been aliens.
You're freaking me out, lady.
It's
You're giving me
true.
the creepers. Woo!
That's why there's no explanation. And it could have been like star charts or some kind of a map or navigation. We really like nobody knows what it is.
We don't know what it is that is correct. I mean, they have their theories that the the people were trying to communicate with the gods. I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of the theories, but nonetheless, I mean, you're on this flight scene tour, and I mean, you go right there, and there's
Mm-mm.
many of them. Some people think there's only one or two. No, there's several of them,
Yeah.
and also the landscape surrounding it. It's really pretty because you got more of these sand dunes as well. Um, so even if it didn't have the Nazca lines, it's a cool thing to see. But seeing those Nazca, you're not going to see anything like that anywhere else on this planet. I mean, that is a one of a kind type of thing. Once you're done with that one, that flight scene tour,
Hmm.
that's when we do the Ballestas Islands, where the
Oh,
sea lion.
okay. See, you're kind of heading back to Lima, so you could go from Lima because I know I could. You kind of can. It's just a full day trip, and it's a lot of water boating to do it from Lima. That's why it
So
was
yeah.
canceled.
Now you talked about the sea lions.
Yeah.
They've also got those blue-footed boobies.
Oh, yes, yes. Which I love from the Galapagos. Blue-footed boobies are adorable.
You know what I love are those boobies T-shirts. You know?
Of course you do.
No, they make jokes about it, but they do say, you know, come here to see the boobies. They have
Yes.
jokes like that.
So, wait, before you go on talking boobies, let me tell Joey and Joey who are watching that if you put hashtag Travel Talk Tuesday in your comments, then you could win a $50 gift certificate towards any of Charlie's tours all over the world when you book them through me. So if you want to take this tour to Peru, which it sounds like you're totally on board now, you'll get $50 off if you do the Travel Talk Tuesday hashtag. So please do that with all your comments.
And before we stop talking about boobies,
Yeah.
there's not many places in the world you can see this. So, like you just mentioned, in Ecuador, specifically the Galapagos Islands
Yes.
and this area of Peru. So, yeah, it's a very distinct animal.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, they're so pretty. The blue is like a distinct baby blue. It's not like you would think, you really don't see the blue. No, you really see the blue, and they're gorgeous.
yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They're cute
Mm-hmm.
little. So that
Cute little
night,
boobies. Sorry.
um, So on that third night, you're back in Lima. You're back at the same hotel as on night one, um, and then that's it. That's a full day's tour. The fourth day in the morning is when we relocate by flight
Mm,
from Lima to Cusco. And Cusco is one of the prettiest colonial cities in all the Americas, and
hmm.
it's certainly the prettiest one in Peru.
Yeah,
Um,
it's gorgeous.
it is. It definitely is, and their attractions there are just they're very they're monumental. They're very big and stuff. So
Mm.
it's the showcase destination pretty much. And it's got rich heritage, and that's where all these really like higher end restaurants are. You'll find them
Yeah.
elsewhere in the country as well, but like the cream of the crop stuff is there.
And we
Um,
stayed in the Belmont Hotel that's used to be a monastery, the Monasteria. Oh my God. And the food there was fabulous. I mean, it's just ultra luxury. We had a loft in our room. We could order oxygen to be pumped into the room to help with the air. And almost all the Cusco hotels will let you pump in oxygen. But yeah, it's so when with Charlie's tours, he talks about his hotels that he books. And sometimes for my clients who like a little more luxury or they want the suites, they want something different, we can book whatever hotels you would like and still use Charlie's tours. So it's just a little bit of a customization and we make sure that you get exactly what you want all the way around.
Typically, we recommend the Casa Andina. This
Mm,
is a hotel that's not only in Cusco; it's also in
mhm,
some other parts of the country. You're going to find it in Lima as well.
mm.
Um, so it's a chain, but it is very authentic looking. It's in the Spanish style with Spanish style rooms and all this kind of stuff. And people love that. I mean, when you get into a place like Peru and you stay in this
Yes.
rich heritage type of room and all that, the room I stayed in was the thing blew me away.
Mm.
I took videos and photos and just it's like I could stay a month in this hotel room. It was really nice over
Mm.
there. Um, but as you get to Cusco, as we were talking much earlier, that's where you're going to feel the difference in altitude. Because
Yeah.
you're not going to feel it on day two, you're not going to feel it on day three. You're now in Cusco. That's when you feel it. So on this day, we give you a tour of the city itself. And how
Hmm.
fast we go. It's a private tour, so how
Mm.
fast we go is going to depend on how you feel and all this kind of stuff. A lot of people don't feel anything; they're perfectly fine with it.
Right.
The next day is when we make that day trip to the Sacred Valley.
Mm.
And it's similar history with like Machu Picchu, you know,
Hmm.
but that whole valley has several attractions, archaeological remains and stuff like that. Um,
And the
and
Sacred Valley is lower than Cusco.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you get a little relief when you go down.
yeah, this one's not a pro, that one's okay.
Mm.
There is another way of doing the Sacred Valley, but it's a multi-day hike. Most people don't want it. They just kind of like the day trip um, from Cusco and kind of see the highlights and then just get back into Cusco that night. That's how we do that.
Mm.
The sixth day is another day trip from Cusco. This one is to Rainbow Mountain.
Hmm.
Now, what's interesting, the very first time I went to Peru, Rainbow Mountain did not exist. And it didn't exist because it had the glacier on the mountain.
Ah.
It was all frozen. And just because of what's going on around the world, when you hear what's going on with Greenland, and apparently America's going to be taking it over.
Oh, please, let's not go there.
So, you know, we might, but anyway, but anyway, it's the same thing that happened over there. Um, it melted, and it's very rich in minerals,
Mm.
and the colors are insane. I mean, it
Mm.
is utterly just. It's multicolored
Huh.
valley. It's mountain over there. Not a lot of places you can see stuff like that. There's a place in Argentina. There's a place in China that are on par, but that's definitely one of the top three places on earth to see something like that.
Mm.
Um, Now, the thing about it is a bit of a walk. Some people want to do it, but what I do for our customers, we have it done on a horseback.
Oh.
So we drive to there. It's a few hour drive.
Hmm.
This is the day that we recommend people bring that little like portable oxygen can.
Yeah.
if they fear that they're going to have a problem. And otherwise, we provide those coca leaves if just in case,
Mhm.
But anyway, you've gone there. You're kind of adjusting to the altitude. You're excited that you're there. You get on that horseback, and the whole ride is beautiful. It's the
Mm.
whole thing. And then it's kind of like at the very end, here's the icing on the cake, and you see the Rainbow Mountain. And then not too far from there, there's another section, and the whole thing's red. That one is
Huh.
just a big red, just like I don't even know how to describe the thing. And I mean, with the horseback, it's just a 5-minute horseback ride from there. Um, but it looks very different from the Rainbow Mountain itself. But
Mm.
everybody loves going over there to take their postcard perfect photos and their Instagram photos and all this kind of stuff. And they've got the llamas and alpacas and all that over there, and they're
Oh.
taking photos with them, with that background. So you literally got the multicolor mountain with the animals, and you're sitting there,
Mm.
and the animals looking at you, and it's my God, it's
The llamas and the alpacas are very friendly. They love people to come and take selfies with them.
just to let you know, Lainey, when you pet my hair, it feels the exact same like that.
I
It's the
was
same.
gonna say you have a little llama look to you today.
So that's what happens on day 6. Day 7, we relocate to sorry,
That's okay.
Aguascalientes. Yeah, we relocate,
Okay. To the
but
city.
the
It,
village.
it is beautiful.
So
Right. I mean, though, so this is like the main village that you can take the train or the bus up into Machu Picchu.
yeah, so you just mentioned something that a lot of people get confused about. Machu Picchu is not a day trip from Cusco,
No.
unlike these other places that I had just
Right.
mentioned. You're going to need to relocate. So before relocating to Aguascalientes, um, we check out this salt mine. It's called Maras, and this archaeological site called Morai. They're both really cool places. Maras has these evaporation ponds. It's like
Mm.
these salt ponds, and there's like over 5,000 of them, and it's a huge site.
Mm.
And that stuff's been used since Inca time. It's not something new that they've got,
Right.
and it's a really cool thing. Again, it's one of those things. There's not too many places on earth you can see something like that. Um, and then the other one that I had mentioned, that one it's got excuse me, it's
No
an
problem.
archaeological site. So it's got some remains over there of the Inca Empire. But Maras is the big one. Maras with that those salt ponds that really get you
Hmm.
excited over there, and lots of photos. And then after that, you've taken that train to Aguascalientes, and you end your evening there.
Right. So there are a couple choices. Most people just stay in Agua Caliente and do the bus up to Machu Picchu and back. But as I said, I stayed in Sanctuary Lodge. It's the only place that is in Machu Picchu. So it's right at the opening of Machu Picchu, and that way you can just walk in and out. And you can go in the evening and the morning sunrise. It's very easy, and you don't have to take the bus up and down. But most people do the bus. Most people stay down in Aguas Caliente, which is a lively city. Lots of shopping, like little shopping areas, and lots of bars and restaurants. Really cute little area.
The ones that don't use the bus, they got more of this, because the finest hotels, like the most hotels, and they're definitely extravagant, but definitely the most luxurious hotels are over there.
Yeah.
And they're good. They're very good. But
Yes, it was expensive. Let me say, it was very, very expensive, but it was so worth it to me.
and for those who don't have it, there are still very good hotels.
Hmm.
And just the following morning, like Lady had just described, you're taken with your private tour guide to. I mean, all these places you have a tour guide. In
Right.
this particular case, you have a private tour guide. On some of those days, you're sharing the tour with other people, like these day trips that I just described. But Machu Picchu specifically, we provide a
So
private
good.
guide. What
Sorry,
happened?
they want to know how good the food is. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So good. It really is. I've been all over the world dining. It was probably the best food. I've been all over the world. Really amazing food here.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
what makes Peru a little bit distinct is, I mean, throughout Latin America, you're going to see some similarities with the food. One of the things that makes Peru so distinct from the other countries was during the Second World War, a lot of Japanese moved there.
Mm.
So they had this Latin American Japanese fusion. And ceviche is the best example of that.
Oh, so good. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. You're getting me hungry.
I know. We always do this like right before dinner. It's such bad timing.
No, it's all good. But what I was saying earlier, some of this stuff you're on shared tours because it makes perfect sense to do it on a shared tour. Other things we give it private. So when we do the
Mm,
Cusco City tour, that one's private. The Lima tour is private, and we're smart enough to do Machu Picchu private.
mm.
If we start getting a big group on that thing, it kind of takes away from the experience.
Yeah.
Um, it's like you don't want to sit there and be waiting for six people, and one person wants to go fast, the other guy's going slow. It's like you want
Yeah.
your own private guide, like just you. He's exclusive to you,
Hmm.
and he's talking directly to you guys. And if you want to go slower, you go slower. If you want to go faster, you go faster. If you want to take more photos, less photos. You have that ability because you have someone exclusive to you. And when you're on a shared
Hmm.
tour in Machu Picchu, you can't do that. It's just let's go. I don't care.
Right. So
You know.
let me just make a note about Machu Picchu for people with mobility issues. It is not easy. It is very steep stairs, rocky stairs. It was very difficult for me to do, but I did it. But it's hard, and it is really worth it when you get up to the top and the llamas are up there, and I don't think we had alpacas, we just had llamas up there. But oh my God, it's just like you can't even describe this place. It's not what you've seen anywhere.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. I mean, it's one of the most famous landmarks on all the planet. Um,
Hmm. And
definitely worth. Hmm?
there are people, so there are wheelchair tours that you can do, which I can't even imagine how you do it. I think they put you up on something that they carry you up there. But even like being carried up those stairs, it's like steep, rocky stairs. I don't even know how they would do that. But they do offer it for you if you really are wheelchair bound and can't walk up there.
Yeah, no, we do it. It's not something that's requested often,
Mm.
but we make those accommodations for people who have these kind of limitations.
So, I was going to say something else about that. But that's one of the other reasons why I stayed on property because I knew I was going to have problems walking around. I knew I would have problems breathing. And this way I could just walk in and out very easy. We had about 6 people, I think, in our tour, and we lost 2 immediately who couldn't do the stairs. So it is hard. I mean, these women, though, we went right from the airport and they had heels on. And you can't have heels on and do Machu Picchu. Like, you have to, even in the luxury resorts, everybody's wearing like gear. You know, you're wearing hiking boots or, you're not dress up. No dress up.
But Lainey, you're posting the stuff on Instagram. You got to wear the high heels. People are going to be talking. I
I
mean, come
know.
on, you don't look bad. I mean, you got to do what
Thank
you
you,
got to
dear.
do.
I look just fine in my leggings. Thank you.
Um, no high heels and no flip flops. You definitely need
Mm,
um, good walking shoes for this sort of thing.
yeah.
Um, so in the morning, you're taking to Machu Picchu. You got your private guide. You're shown Machu Picchu. You return to Cusco, right, by train now, and you have more time to explore Cusco because it does take more than a day to see the important landmarks in Cusco.
Yeah.
That's what happens on your eighth day. Um, On the
So
ninth
wait,
day,
wait, let me go back. So you're doing one Machu Picchu day, right? Or did you do two?
no, just one.
One.
So
One's enough. I think one's enough. But go
Mhm.
ahead.
Yeah, people who want more, those are the ones that typically do the Sacred Valley and sorry, Machu Picchu all together. But
Mm.
these are people who want to do like a 4 day hike and that kind of thing. Um,
There is a way, I think it was, isn't it from Cusco, the hike to Machu Picchu that's like the multi-day, or was that not from Cusco? Where's that from?
Sacred Valley. So
Oh, okay.
go to Sacred Valley, then into Machu Picchu, and then you take the train back,
It's
basically. So
crazy. We watch those people, like, you have to be crazy to do that hike. Lots of people do it,
yeah,
but
I'm not jealous of them. I feel sorry for them, so it's fine. You know what I mean?
they love
Um,
it. The people who love hiking love that hike.
yeah, I like the hiking
Yeah,
too, but yeah, that is like that's the real deal right there. You know, if you don't shower for a
yeah,
couple of days, whatever, it's all right.
yeah.
But you know, bigger problems in the world. Um, so basically, yeah, you return to Cusco, and then the next day you're going to relocate by flight, um, and you have that morning some more time to see Cusco. Then you've relocated to Arequipa,
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, Arequipa is one of the other two major cities in Peru. So for tourism, Lima, Arequipa, and Cusco is number one,
Hmm.
basically. Um, so that's what kind of happens on the ninth day. So you're kind of seeing two pretty colonial cities in one day.
Mm.
That's kind of what happens there. Now, Arequipa, the altitude is also very high.
Hmm.
Um, and for me, I felt it more over there. Um, so that ninth day, you're getting an Arequipa, you're kind of adjusting.
Mm.
The 10th day is when we make that day trip to the Colca Canyon. That is a very famous place. It's got those condors, these
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
birds, and they're oh my God, they're flying. I mean, you could see the whole thing. And it's right
Mm.
in front of you, and the beautiful canyon right there. Um, yeah, it's easy to love that place. And
Mm.
there's other animals you see there. There's hummingbirds and geese and flamingos and
Mm.
rabbits and foxes and all this kind of stuff. Um,
And
I saw,
how are you seeing it? Are you on a horse or what do you do there?
yeah,
Yeah.
um, on this one, you're basically taken by bus or
Mm.
shuttle to Colca Canyon, and then there's a viewpoint over
Ah,
there. So that one doesn't require so much walking.
okay.
Like, remember when I told you earlier about the Rainbow Valley?
Yeah.
That's why we need the horse and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
For Colca Canyon, it's a lot easier. They've made it easy for people just show up with the car and
Oh,
see a
good.
bunch of beautiful viewpoints.
I like that in my age now.
Yeah. Um, Now, the next day, day 11, you're provided with a guided tour of Arequipa.
Mm.
And it's got a huge main square over there and a beautiful church or cathedral. Um, and that's kind of what happens over there. So for people who don't have more time,
Hmm.
they just do the 12 days. And 12 days is already a lot. I mean, a lot of people don't even have that much time.
Right.
So that's why we kind of offer, first and foremost, the Peru Classic Tour, which is essentially what I just
Hmm.
described. There's a couple add-ons for people who have more time. So one of them is to Lake Titicaca.
Ah.
Um, for those who've never heard that name before, I'm sure they're laughing right now. But yes, we've talked about Titicaca and we've talked about boobies, but these are the names.
This show is for the adolescent boys.
um, but Lake Titicaca is shared between Peru and Bolivia. So the two reasons why somebody visits: one, they just have a couple of more days and they want to go to Lake Titicaca, and the other one is because people want to continue on to Bolivia rather than go home
Mm.
from there. If you want Lake Titicaca, it is done by land from Cusco. So
Hmm.
from Cusco, rather than fly to Arequipa, you go to you go to Lake Titicaca, and then after Lake Titicaca, you go into the Arequipa. So we kind of just insert it over there. But the main thing over there is they've got these centuries old wooden boats that are very distinct to their culture over there, and the attire over there is very distinct.
Yeah.
And just it's a very authentic cultural life over there. That's the main reason why people are going there. It's frozen in time, essentially. What you see today, if you're there 400 years ago, it would have looked the same. Of course, they've got better, tourism amenities and better hotels and that kind of thing. But the people themselves, I mean, it's the real deal. You're going back in time.
There's really a sacred feel. I know this is going back to Machu Picchu, but there is just like a sacred feel to the whole area. You feel like you are connected to Earth and the spirit world. And I actually had my leaves read there by gosh, what do you call the spiritual guides there? I can't think of their names.
Oh, the shaman.
Shaman, yeah, shaman read my leaves, and it was fascinating. And you just feel, I don't know how to describe it, but you feel like you're in an otherworldly kind of place there. And it is like you're drawn back into history, into this tribal kind of feel throughout the country. So sorry to interject that.
No, but I have a question. When you felt these things, Lainey, was that before or after drinking the pisco sours?
That was before. And then after they told me all those things about my future and my past, then I had to go get some pisco sours.
Now, what you had just mentioned about the shaman, me personally, I've never messed with that stuff. I mean, it is something people do. I'm very reluctant. If people do it, they do it. We don't really get involved with it. But like some people have had good experiences with it.
Oh, I don't like eat the mushrooms or anything while you're doing it.
You don't do all the good stuff, huh?
No. Exactly.
But no, these guys, that's what they do. They give you mushroom. So I mean, you're flying like the condors in Polka Canyon, man. You know what I mean? You're in the zone.
That's that's a totally different kind of experience.
That is. But that is something. Those guys kind of were the priests to the Inca Empire before Catholicism came in.
Right.
So that's who the people would go to clean their sins and everything else. So that's kind of how they did it back in the day. It's kind of weird interesting because it is a Catholic country, but they've kind of fused both Catholic beliefs with Inca tradition. And somehow it all works out.
Yeah, exactly. So before we go on to Bolivia to finish your post, how much is it per person on your basic Peru? If we include your hotels, not the ones that my ultra luxury people want.
For the classic tour, per person, based on 2 people per room, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever,
right?
$39.45.
See, it's amazing pricing for was it 10-day or 11-day? You said
12 days with 5-star hotels.
I mean, that's amazing. Great pricing, and then air is additional, of course, but that's one of the reasons you use me and Charlie, because we are the experts on how to book you the right air. So it's all good. And can I do a little housekeeping before we go on, since it's almost 15 minutes too?
I just say the domestic flights aren't that expensive. That price there does include the flight sing tour over the Nazca lines. And
it includes all of your touring, everything,
all that stuff,
right?
Yeah.
But not all food.
No, it includes all the breakfast at the hotels as well as 3 lunches.
Right. Awesome. So before we finish up this section, let me just say again, scan the QR code up there and enter to win our quarterly contest. This week, it's still the Norwegian cruise. Next week, it's going to turn into our $10,000 vacation giveaway. So be sure to do it both weeks. It doesn't hurt you to do it twice. So, and actually, you can do it more than that, but it's really one per email address is all, you're only entered once. Um, and so also you can do a hashtag Travel Talk Tuesday on your comments to get a $50 gift certificate towards any Charlie the Traveler tour anywhere in the world. And if, thank you, I know it is an amazing price. So you can go to more than one. Maybe we'll give you a bulk discount if you want to go on a tour every 6 months with Charlie. Let's say every quarter.
No,
We'll give you.
we had that, Laney. We actually had
Really?
we had a female from Singapore, um, and she did a 54-day tour with us.
Wow.
4 days.
So she just kept doing more and more countries, like adding
Yeah.
on. Wow, that's awesome.
So she went from Colombia to Ecuador to Peru to Bolivia into Brazil and heading
Wow.
up Brazil. So yeah, I mean, she really, and she was every single day touring. So
Oh,
um,
that's exhausting.
yeah, well, I mean, we do make it easy though. I mean, pretty much it's just a matter of being in the lobby at the beginning of the day. You don't really have to coordinate anything for yourself. You can just turn your brain off.
Right.
Um, all the hotels, the cars, the drivers, the tour guides,
Hmm.
the activities, the restaurant. Like we put everything on a silver platter for you, so you don't have to think much.
And
Um,
let me give a little plug for you too. That one of the reasons why I use you and most of my clients use you who do is because with Charlie's Tours you can leave any day you want. There is no set tour date. You just say I want to go this date, and then we figure it all out from there. So Charlie and I coordinate everything. We give you the itinerary on our app or paper, either way, so that you know what you're doing, but you don't have to know because we've got people there taking care of you the whole time. So it's an awesome way to tour, to take advantage of value of being with other people, even though you're not stuck on days that you have to do certain things and you're not stuck in a bus constantly. It's just amazing, the tours and everything that are packed into these tours, activities.
and you have your own on-call concierge. It's not like you're calling some number and waiting 45 minutes to talk to somebody. You have someone locally who we've trained at your disposal if you need anything. You have an itinerary letter that's telling you every single day what time to please be in the lobby, who's going to be picking you up, what to bring, where we're taking you to, and what specific order, what time we go for lunch, what restaurants we recommend, what time we get you back. So, I mean, the thing is very comprehensive and organized, and you got a lot of eyeballs on you to make sure you're okay at all time, safe and having
Right.
fun.
So you mentioned that Bolivia is one of the posts you do. Let's just quickly say what options there are. So you got Lake Titicaca. What other possible options are there?
There is a lake that is a day trip from Cusco. Generally, we don't recommend it. It's a very pretty lake, but it's like 3 hours to go there, 3 hours to go back, and you're there for like 45 minutes to an hour. So it's a lot of work just to see it. So we generally don't discourage it unless somebody's very like keen on it. The other one though that is popular and that we don't automatically include just because of the duration of this tour, Iquitos, or the Amazon, the
Oh,
the Peruvian Amazon. That is a
yeah.
big one. Um, that there's different parts of the Amazon. You go for different reasons. So, for example, if somebody goes to Manaus in Brazil, you're going there for the forestry. You're going there for the boat rides,
Hmm.
right? You're not really going so much for the animals. There's another portion of the Amazon next to Cusco. That one's more for the animals.
Hmm.
Iquitos, which is the most famous of the gateways to the Amazon in Peru, that one's more for the tribal people.
Hmm.
It's more about meeting the people over there. So I can't say, well, this one's better than the other. Do you want more forestry and beautiful boat rides? Do you want more animals? Do you want to see more people and what they're like? So Iquitos for the people.
Okay. And I mean, and of course, we have all sorts of different options for people. If you want to go from there to anywhere, we can arrange whatever you would like. So, Charlie, we have a little time left. What should we talk about next week? I know you kind of wanted to do Costa Rica today. I book a lot of Costa Rica, so that would be a popular one. I don't know. What do you think?
Uh, I think Costa Rica's good. Let me see what else I'm looking what we did. Yeah, I mean Costa Rica. Why not?
What didn't
Um,
we do? What about the Amazon? I mean, we could do the Amazon.
well, we haven't talked about Bolivia. Um,
Bolivia.
yeah, we whatever. I mean, you
I mean, I think Costa Rica would be a good one. I think a lot of people know Costa Rica, but I think that's still that would it's such a popular destination. That would be a good one. So why don't we do that next week? Is that okay with everybody? I get no hands up. So, oh wait, let's look at the calendar. Are you in town next week? I did. I just got back from Lanai. I didn't tell everybody. The Four Seasons Lanai, amazing. Of course, Lanai is an island in Hawaii that is 98% owned by Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle, who's a billionaire. And there's two Four Seasons properties, the Four Seasons on the beach, and then there's a Four Seasons up in the uplands that's called Sensei. That's the wellness resort. And it's just such a lovely island, beautiful, great getaway, very exclusive, and hardly anybody goes there. It's just unknown, but it was only $145 as a hop from Honolulu. Really easy, but it is expensive on the island. Very expensive food. Anyway, what was I looking for? Oh, date. So next week is the 21st. I'm going to be here. Are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, so all right. So Joey and Joey want to hear about Costa Rica. So we will do Costa Rica next week. Same time, same channel, same bat channel. Do you remember that? Are you too young for that?
I know that one. Yeah, this is just a small little thing to put in there.
Okay.
People are going to want to know when to go or the best.
Oh, that's right. Yes, please.
Go to Peru. June through August. It's more wet and dry season, not like winter, summer, spring, and autumn. So June through August, it's colder but drier, and people generally prefer to go when it's dry and colder than when it's warm and wet.
Yes, and I really do suggest people go to my YouTube channel and look at my Peru video. I'm sure that Charlie has Peru videos on his channel as well. And you can see all of Charlie's other tour videos too on his channel. But please book through me, not direct with Charlie. And I will take care of you.
And this, a couple other ones. Safety. People are going to want to know about the safety in the country.
Yes, yes. Get as much in as you can. We've got still a few minutes.
You want to chime in on that one, or I do that one?
I felt extremely safe there. Extremely safe. Like you could, especially when you're in the Machu Picchu area and Agua Caliente, totally safe. I don't think I was worried at all, ever, anywhere. And in Cusco. It's just such a lovely, everybody, all the people were so friendly and so nice and so helpful. Even in Lima, same thing. I don't think I saw any bad areas of Lima. Are there bad areas?
In the nighttime, you want to stay out of like the colonial city center and go to that area where we have the customers stay. But in general, I mean, it's fine. I mean, fortunately, we've never had any problems there. It's fully guided, and we're taking you to the best areas. And there's lots of like tourist police everywhere as well. So it's got a relatively good reputation. So
yeah, and I think that the people who work in hospitality there, the hotels, everybody just goes above and beyond. It's you can tell in the countries that really cater to tourism that they're kind of raised with that in the country, and that's the feeling I got with Peru. But
yeah, it's a place that it's a place that people are not going to forget. Some countries they kind of blend in with other countries, but Peru is like Peru. That's it. Like
yeah,
you know you're there.
Definitely very different. And the fashion with the alpaca wool and you can get great blankets and hats and ponchos and like there's just a distinct look to the Peruvian fashion. And it's so comfy and cozy. I mean, they did fashion shows for us on the train. It was fabulous.